Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recap. Real Housewives of New York, Season 12, Episode 3, Don't Mention It. Before we get into this episode, I like to look and see if there's any news going on. I did try to look up Bruce to see who he was and what that was all about with Tinsley. I couldn't find anything on him. So he must have wanted to stay private. So instead, I've got some pictures of the engagement with Scott and a close-up of her ring. Damn, that's gorgeous. Too bad I don't like Scott. Okay, let's get into the episode. So we pick up where we left off in the Hamptons at Ramona's house. We start off with Sonja with glue on her head, eyelash glue everywhere. Ramona is talking about going to the winery to, quote, look at a wine tree, which is hilarious. Luann's claiming that she had to go to a chiropractor because of a spider. Leah decides she's going to drink today. I gotta be honest, this wasn't my favorite episode. It started off slow. It ended okay with the mansion. I'm going to find some stuff to talk about, but overall, I found it kind of boring. What'd you guys think? Share a story that makes them vulnerable. Ramona shares that she didn't know what would happen with her life. She's at a moment where she asked her mom, where am I going in my life? She wants to feel safe with a person. Tinsley says at least you have something / a kid. Dorinda says I was watching a show about icebergs. 90% of the beauty is below surface. Talking about Tinsley, she says she feels like she's only seeing parts of Tinsley. I just don't get why Dorinda is pushing Tinsley on this. I don't think any of them share their whole lives, and that's okay. Sonja reveals that she doesn't know what an F-boy is, which is really funny. She doesn't know if it's bad or if it's good. Leah reveals that she went to rehab for about 3 months, and then she had to live in a halfway house, a nunnery, after that. Dorinda admits that she's scared every day and that life is very heavy right now. Then there's Sonja. Sonja goes on and on about Venetian wallpaper. Daddy's got a shotgun. Dorinda says something funny here. She says that Sonja uses the opportunity to tell us about everything except what she's vulnerable about. And then Ramona once again talks about people with tattoos. It's the strangest thing. I don't understand why they're focusing so hard on the tattoo thing. I think they're just reaching. It's weird. Okay, then we go back to Ramona's house and we see the girls getting ready for tonight. They talk about this Hamptons guy, Joe Farrow. He has a 31,000 square foot house, which is ridiculous. It's revealed that Tinsley went on a date with him to a basketball game and that he's been on a date with Bethany. Ramona reveals that she had a date in the afternoon, and then she says she has to go because she's the host. Is she the host? I thought that Joe guy would be the host of the party. I don't know, not much happens. They head over to the house. It's called Sandcastle, Bridgehampton. The house, I mean, it's huge. I don't find it particularly beautiful myself. I'm curious to know what you think. It looks expensive. Sonja, Lou, and Leah and Tinsley, all four realize that they have mugshots, and it's funny because the editors show us the mugshots and they're hilarious. Leah walks in and says, oh my God, this is a weird white people party, which was pretty funny. They discuss how Sonja has actually lived the way Ramona is pretending to live. Tinsley says that. And then Sonja calls out Ramona for being and acting very fancy. Ramona was definitely acting weird. She was being weird with the host. She was being weird with everybody, just laying on super thick. Leah brings up a very funny point, which is that men get to be short and unattractive if they're rich. Joe claims that the house made him hotter. Sonja is getting very drunk and very loud. And this is about the time when Elise shows up. She was married to a hedge fund guy. Sonja is drunk as skunk. She talks about her husband forcing her to buy her clothes. I don't know. Elise says you were his accessory. Sonja gets mad and says, I was a partner with my husband. I'm a boss bitch. I was never a trophy wife. She then tells Tinsley that she was a trophy wife. Tinsley tells her to stop drinking vodka, which is probably good advice. Sonja announces to everybody, I'm not arm candy. I don't shave my pee. Wow. Dorinda calls Sonja in the background. She's a peak too sooner. Luann says, I left my beautiful house to stay in a basement that smells like piss with spiders. Oh my gosh. This weirdo guy is giving Ramona a tour of the house, and it is just so uncomfortable and kind of funny to watch. Ramona is playing it so thick and just laying it on, and it just really creeped me out. All these people kind of creeped me out. I thought Leah was spot on. It is like eyes wide shut. Oh, it's creepy. Then we see Sonja telling a guy she wants to F him. Wow. She says, I just need to see his driver's license, then we're good to go. She then asks Luann how her pussy is. Leah says watching Sonja IF this guy is the best part of this party. Luann checks her to see if her vagina is still there. And Dorinda probably has my favorite line of the episode. She says, Sonja is like Godzilla has been let loose and Godzilla is drunk. That party was just so awful and uncomfortable, and everybody there is weird and made the housewives look more normal. It was just so weird. What a strange group of people. Anyway, flashback to the next morning. Dorinda shows Ramona a text from Luann. The text says, thank you for your hospitality, Ramona. This is not the fish room part 2. I live in the town you drive to every day because it's best. And I have an amazing home. I come to you and what do I get? I share the bathroom with someone I don't know, or the basement filled with spiders and the smell of dog piss. I'm shocked. I'm the lowest on the totem pole. Good night from the lower level. Then there's a montage of Luann. Again, I love you, Bravo editors, of her just being a diva and complaining about her room. Oh, man, she's a lot. Sonja had a great line. She says, Lou was humbled by her probation for about 10 seconds. Once you put her in the basement or the lower level, it's not good enough for Luann. The girls go downstairs to look at Luann's area, which is perfectly beautiful and nice, and Luann's so full of crap. And then I got chills because the to be continued sign flashes. And this episode was slow, but I think we're in for something really good next week. So we get a flash of next week. It looks like Lou and Ramona are playing insane tennis. Groomers arrive for Sonja's dog Marley, but they get confused and groom Luann. Tinsley says about Leah, as long as she's drinking around me, she's not going to go off the deep end. And of course, the next thing is they flash to Leah naked and going off the deep end. We have a picture of Sonja yelling from a toilet. And then Ramona wakes up pissed. And somebody says there's a vibrator in the chicken. Wow. I was more excited about the preview for next week than I was the whole episode this week. I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. I just found it very strange from start to finish. What did you guys think? So that leads me to my question of the week, which is, what did you guys think of the episode? Did you guys find it as strange as I did? I would love to know your thoughts in the comments. Well, once again, thank you so much for watching my recap. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the comments you guys have been leaving and your thoughts on the show and the wives and all things Bravo. So thank you for that. And I recap the Beverly Hills episodes and the New York episodes.